Hey everyone, hope you guys are well. For those who don't know, I am Ken and I am the worship coordinator for 715 this year. Our worship has been so different this past year, having all our services online, worshiping through a screen, not having a band and just having one person. It's been such a challenge and so different to what we're normally expected to. And one thing that's really challenged me this past year is choosing to worship, really deciding to worship God in those moments when sometimes I don't feel like it. Being online, it's very easy to just attend the service, right? It's really easy just to be present, but actually not be present, in our services. And if you've caught yourself doing that, I'm here to tell you right now, you are not the only one, but that's what really challenged me in terms of choosing to worship God, even when I didn't feel like it, even when I've had a rubbish week or a rubbish day, even when I felt lazy and just didn't want to do it and I just wanted to be there for 7:15 service. It was just making that conscious decision to choose to worship Him, to choose to engage with the Spirit, and to choose to listen to our Father and really make that decision day in and day out. And it's not just in Sunday service, but this is in our daily lives, in every aspect of our lives, what it means to choose to worship God. Now, this can look differently for everyone. We are all made differently. We can be intimate with God differently. And so we worship God differently as well. But He knows when you are being honest with Him. He knows when you are being truthful with Him. He knows when you are being wholehearted with Him as well. And that's what really matters. That's what really matters. It's not about what people see, but what you do with God. So whether that means you singing louder, or if your hands are all in the air and your body posture is just different, or if you just knelt down and being intimate with God, that's for you and God. And I really pray that this year, particularly as we explore more about into prayer and praying with the Spirit, actually it transforms our worship, it transforms our posture when worshiping the Lord as well. So Jade and I have been recently reading this book by Jeremy Riddle. It's called The Reset, and it's been really challenging and really opened up discussion about how we worship God, and really made us think about our posture when we worship God, what our heart looks like when we worship God, and what it really means to surrender and follow Him. And there's a section of this book that I want to read to you. So it says this: how many things do we do in worship that cost us nothing? How many things don't we do because it will cost us something? Worship without cost is worship without impact. King David declared in 2 Samuel 24:24, I will not offer burnt offerings to the Lord my God that cost me nothing. When we begin to step beyond our comfort zones, beyond how emotional we're feeling in the moment, beyond whatever has become our customary and normal response in worship, and begin to give Him that which cost us something, we will begin to discover purity in worship. To offer God our dignity, our self-respect, our personal, emotional, and financial comfort is to offer Him something costly. This is pleasing to His heart. Worship without cost is worship without impact. And that really part has really stuck with me. What is my worship costing me? When I just think about Sunday service, when we're worshiping, when I'm worship leading, for example, what is that costing me? And it's really challenged me in terms of my heart when I worship God. Now, worship isn't just singing as well. Worship, like he said, is every part of our life, our personal, our emotional, our financial. So that's something I really want to challenge us and challenge you guys right now is, how's your worship been to God? What kind of burnt offerings have you been giving to the Lord? And do you feel like your worship has cost you anything? And like I said, don't think about worship as just songs and just singing. Don't get me wrong, it's a big part of it, but actually worship is so much more. It's about how we worship God in our day-to-day lives, what it means to set aside time when we think that we are so busy and we feel like, we don't have enough time to read the Bible, spend enough time to to just pray to him and speak to him. It's making those decisions and going, God, I surrender that to you, but I want to give you my time now, because I know that if I do that, I am glorifying you. I am deciding to do that for you, and I am worshiping you in that way. The second prayer point is to praying for 715 as a community that we really explore worshiping in spirit and in truth. And as we go through this time of prayer and really diving into what it means to pray more fervently, to pray more, constantly and consistently, and be in tune and in line with the Spirit, I really believe that through that it will transform our worship to God. As we align ourselves with the Spirit, it really manifests the way that we worship God. And I'm really excited to see what that looks like. And we're really excited to see what that feels like as a congregation, and how we come together as a family and as an army of God to worship him. And yeah, I think that's all I have. And sorry for any mistakes, and I hope you guys have a blessed week.